And hold up. Let's try that again. Let's try this again. Let's get plugged up the correct way. Bam. Bam, bam.
All right, and good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network, powered by Netwick Insurance and the Zone 6 7v7 and athletic training. Caleb Brown here to bring you all of today's action live right here on the Brevard Sports Network Facebook page. And, folks, it is going to be a good day of football here between the Suntree Viera Hawks and the Deltona Panthers. I have the rosters for the 6U Panthers and the 6U Hawks, all of Suntree Viera. So if you're watching from back home in Deltona and know a team mom coming to the field, let them know if they can bring extra copies of rosters so that way we can give the Deltona athletes their credit when they make those awesome plays that we're going to see all day today right here on the Brevard Sports Network. So as we're getting set, we're getting ready here. Let me check my feed. As all right, it actually looks good. Awesome. Be sure, let me know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. I have a monitor here that allows me to monitor chat and things like that. And here come the Suntree Viera Hawks running out of the inflatable Hawk. That's right, it is 6U first quarter. Some people call it 6U. I call it the bobbleheads. In this case, it's the Bobble Hawks and the Bobble Panthers right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Here we go. Be sure to share the stream. And again, if you have student athletes competing in later games, share this Facebook page to everybody. Let them know this is where they can watch all of the day's action all day long. 6U all the way to 14U. I'm not going anywhere. No, you're good. As long as you don't stand on the very top row, you're fine. Huh? I apologize. Oh, no. I love it. All right, as we're doing the national anthem, we're going to mute for the national anthem. Alrighty, folks, here we go. National anthem has concluded. The teams are on the field. And we got 6U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Again, let me know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We got Gene Miltos says, "Let's go Hawks from Port Richey." Try to keep an eye on the comments and read the comments throughout the game. And here we go. Hawks will start with possession first here in the first quarter. Fresh 8 on the clock. This is the second week of Pop Warner. Try to turn my volume up a little bit for you so you guys can hear me. All right, here come the Hawks lining up in the I formation. There's the snap. Cordo's going to hand it to the second back through, and that Deltona Panthers defensive line makes a great play to start the game. That line said there was no openings and you are going nowhere. Was number 28 on the carry. Don't have a 28, so it's probably not 28. Number 12 is your quarterback. That's Cohen Widmeyer. And that was a whole den of Panthers collapsing on the running back. Might be number 22. Landry Tudor is the deep back in the I formation. There's the snap. Gives it to Tudor, and whoa! Did you see the speed of that truck coming into the backfield? He might as well have camped in the backfield. And I believe that was number 0, Xavier Strasser, in on the tackle. It's going to bring up third down for the Hawks, third and about 12. 6:23 left to go here in quarter number 1. We got Desiree Strasser says, let's go Deltona Panthers from Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Well, thank you for joining us and making Brevard Sports Network part of your morning on this beautiful Saturday. Hope the weather's great up there up in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. There's a snap, and Cohen's going to take it himself, running backwards, and what a great closing speed there by the defensive lineman. As soon as he turns around and shows me his number, that's going to be number 22 for Deltona. That's Amir Casey. Amir Casey with the sack, and that's going to bring up third and a trip back to Deltona. Officially, we'll call it fourth down and about 17. Got Miss Angela Strasser watching. Thank you for watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. I'd like to give a shout out to our first quarter sponsor, Gamerz R Us. And the Hawks are going to elect a punt, so we're going to punt, and here we go. First quarter sponsor is Gamerz R Us. Gamerz R Us for all your gaming needs, whether it's Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. You need things to have to elevate your Dungeons and Dragons game. Gamerz R Us has you covered, located in Cocoa, 801 Dixon Boulevard, Suite 1133. Give them a call at 321-735-7057 or find them on Facebook at Gamerz with a Z, R Us 06 on Facebook. But wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I didn't see what happened here. All right, so it's there was a penalty called on the Hawks. Apparently the penalty was declined. So the Hawks are going to go for it here on fourth down. So 4th and 18, and look, I don't mind those clouds as long as they don't bring rain. We are good. So 4th and 18, and the Hawks look like they're going to go for it. Let's give a shout out to Mitzi Stresser watching in Louisville, Kentucky. I probably just had a bunch of people. There's the handoff, and once again, that Panthers defensive line not allowing anything to get through. And that'll be a turnover on downs. So now it's officially a turnover on downs with 4:31 left to go here in the first quarter. We have a water break, and while we have a water break, again, I'd like to continue talking about Gamerz R Us. Gamerz R Us is a game store for a lot of your card games, whether you're talking Yu-Gi-Oh, adding things to Dungeons and Dragons, Digimon, Dragon Ball Z. If it has a card game, Gamerz R Us has you covered. Find them online at www.gamerzrus.net. Caleb Brown here, going to be here with you all day long. 6U all the way to 14U. Again, I'm going to continue to check the comments. I may not be able to read every single comment, but please let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We do player shout-outs, or even if you want to shout out yourself that you're watching, I will try to get you that shout-out and appreciate you for joining us on this gorgeous Saturday morning. Feels really good now that those clouds are blocking the sun. So here it comes. We're going to look at the Panther offense now. Line up in a gun formation. That's going to be number 7 around the corner. Number 7 with one man to beat. He could go all the way. Touchdown, Deltona Panthers. Number 7, Kimari O'Brien. Kimari O'Brien with a 65-yard touchdown run. First play of the Panthers' offensive possession. I'm sorry. Kimari O'Brien takes it 65 yards for the opening score for the Deltona Panthers. First play of their possession. Channeling his inner Michael Vick. And O'Brien puts the moves on a defender, but not able to get the point after. But with 4:07 left to go here in the first quarter, your score is 6-0 Deltona. All right, here we go. As we get set, the Suntree Viera Hawks will take over 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. Come out lined up in the I formation. And there goes Hawks quarterback. Going to call his own number. Puts a a shake on one defender, caught down from behind. That's number 12, Cohen Widmeyer. And Widmeyer and that looks like to be in the direction of holding. And Cohen Widmeyer was able to spring that outside because of the holding penalty. So that'll knock him back 10 yards. 1st and 20 for the Hawks. Ball on the 37-yard line. .320 and counting left to go here in quarter number 1. Barbara Rodriguez says she's here for the Panthers cheerleaders. Absolutely, we will, she says, go live. And we will show the Panthers cheerleaders in between the next possession. There's a snap, and there's the handoff, and miscommunication, and the first Panther to pounce on the running back is going to be number 22, Amir Casey, who was the first one back there to make contact, along with a host of other Panthers. It's going to be another loss of yardage. 2nd down and long for the Hawks. 2.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. Yeah, I don't like that. Widmeyer trying to get to the outside. He does. Now, does he have the speed? He's got some speed, but you know who's faster? That Panthers defensive line. That's going to be number 2. Cadence Lantigua. Huh? Lantigua? Thank you very much. Hey, look, no, I appreciate parents who help me because I really do try to get these names right for these athletes. Lantigua showed his speed and bringing down the ball carrier. Pick up of a couple of yards. Going to still be 3rd and long for the Suntree Viera Hawks.
Or continue to stand on the fence. That's cool too.
There's the handoff, and a lot of confusion going on. The Panthers said, we don't know what's going on, but we do know there's a ball carrier, and he gets taken to the ground. May have picked up a yard or so. It's going to bring up 4th and about 13 for the Suntree Viera Hawks. 21 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. And that will be the final play of the first quarter with your score. The Deltona Panthers 6, Suntree Viera 0. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm going to get myself something to drink and try to anticipate for the weather that looks to be moving in. All right, here we go. Second quarter, getting ready to start. A fresh 8 up on the clock. Deltona with their first offensive play of the game. Took it 65 yards for the score. It's going to bring up fourth and about 13 for the Hawks. There's the snap. Gives it to the first back through, and that Panthers defensive line and linebacking core said, we don't think so. Landry Tudor was on the carry. Number 9, Ty Dozier. Ty Dozier on the tackle. He was the first Panther on the scene, followed by a host of other Panthers. Turnover on downs, and that will be a Natwick Insurance first down. Natwick Insurance powers Brevard Sports Network. We'd like to thank them for their partnership, along with the Zone 6 Reapers. So the Deltona Panthers will take over 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. 7:50 left to go here in quarter number 2. Last time Panthers had the ball, it was O'Brien who took it first play to the house. There's a snap, and O'Brien's going to come around and dishes a stiff arm down the sideline. O'Brien's got that speed. O'Brien's looking for, check, that's not O'Brien, that's number 2. Touchdown, Panthers. Lantigua told O'Brien, you're not the only one who's celebrating in the end zone today. That one was a 55-yard touchdown run. The Panthers have run 2 offensive plays and 2 touchdowns. One by O'Brien, one by Lantigua. $7:05 left to go here in the second quarter. Currently 12-0 in favor of the Panthers. The point after. Oh, wait a minute. They say he stepped out of bounds. Point after attempt is good. It is 13-0. Deltona Panthers on top, and I'll tell you what, Deltona's got some speed, and I mean speed. Typically, we're used to watching the Suntree Viera Hawks 6U teams in the past couple of years have had a lot of speed. Deltona just turned the tables on them, and yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Please do not click the links in the chat. Those links just want your credit card information, and they're telling you can go watch the game free. But you're here on our Facebook page, so you're already watching the game for free. So why would you go watch the game for free when you're already watching the game for free? Again, we'd like to thank our second quarter sponsor, Orange Pest Control, voted Brevard's best pest control. Been putting the squeeze on pests since 2013. There's the handoff, and once again, there is a late flag on the play. It came in very, very much towards the end. Face mask on Deltona. Now, will it be the 5-yard variety or the 15-yard variety? It'll be of the 5-yard variety, as the refs are giving directions to the chain crew not to move. 1st and 5 for the Hawks now. Hawks have switched formations, going to 1 back in the backfield. Cohen still under center. Cohen hands off to the back and runs into his own blockers. And that allows, might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. And that's Cadence Latigua on the tackle. 5:34 left to go here in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, if the cheerleaders do a performance or a hello cheer, I'm going to unplug and allow you to listen to the cheerleaders do their thing. If they have music, I will have to mute it because I want to be able to broadcast all day. And Brendo watching from Winchester, Kentucky. Go Deltona Panthers. Well, welcome. Cohen is going to take it on his own. Double team on the end, but that backers came scraping over the top. Number 22 with the tackle for a loss. That's Amir Casey. It took 2 Hawks defenders to block the defensive end, allowing Amir Casey to scrape off the top and get in the backfield and tell Cohen, it's time for you to lay down on that ground. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. And that will bring up now 3rd down. 3rd and about 6 or 7. Hawks have not had much offense. Their one big offensive play was taken back with a holding penalty. There's the handoff. And there we go. There's number 7, Kamari O'Brien, the first Panther on the scene. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Suntree Viera Hawks. And a timeout taken by Deltona. Deltona wants to try to get another point on the board, or more points on the board before halftime with 3:31 left to go here in the second quarter. I'd like to thank Orange Pest Control, putting the squeeze on pests since 2013. The official pest control of the Brevard Sports Network. Again, I'd also like to give a shout out to our 2 title sponsors, the Zone 6 Reapers 7v7 and athletic training. And as you all know, Brevard Sports Network is powered by Natwick Insurance. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors between the 3 you see on your screen. Gamerz R Us, Electric Tide, Rich's Auto Tech, Ellie Chan, Tales at the Barkery, Beachwave Volleyball. So many great sponsors that help Brevard Sports Network do what it is we do.
From last night, high school football in Brevard County, courtesy of Brevard Sports Network. It was Cocoa 51-0 over Maitland. The Galley 40-0 over Rockledge, shutting down the Raiders. It was MCC 38-6 over Trinity Catholic.
And here we go.
Melbourne 14. And we'll have some more scores for you in a little bit.
3:31 left to go. 4th down here for the Hawks. Got to try to get something going. And once again, that Panthers speed is just too much. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I mean, there's nothing else to say. Amir Casey, one of the Panthers in there on the tackle. That'll be a turnover on downs and bring up for Deltona a Natwick Insurance 1st down. 3:23 left to go in the quarter. as we've seen, it only takes about, I don't know, 15 seconds for these Panthers to score. I mean, their athletes are just absolutely incredible. And they will start from the Hawks' 45-yard line. The last time they were on offense, it was Lantigua with a 55-yard touchdown run, as well as the extra point. So 2 official offensive plays, both of them result in touchdowns. They are in force today, these darn spammers. All right, here we go. Here comes the Panthers. Is that 0 in the backfield I see? Xavion Strasser. Nope, that's number 8. Number 8 going to come near side right into your living room. And he'll run out of bounds, but not before picking up a nice carry. That is number 8, Lewis Smith. And Smith picks up about 5 yards. And Lewis still playing the quarterback position. Now he'll take it, come right back in your living room, and he'll be tackled close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it. Third and one for the Panthers. As the light sprinkle begins to make its way to Suntree, or to Viera Regional Park. There's the snap, and Lewis here on third down picks up the first down and then some, cuts back inside. Lewis sliding in and out of tackles. Lewis breaks free and finally pushed out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Panthers. That's right. I'm sitting here going by football, by the normal football lines. I forgot in Pop Warner they shorten the field. It's an 80-yard field. So there goes Lewis. Lewis tackled by the Suntree Viera quarterback, Cohen Widmeyer. The nice game picked up by Lewis. About 2nd and 5 here for Deltona, as they are just showing off that athletic speed. Great blocking there by the line, and Lewis comes around the left side. Lewis got one man to beat. Lewis takes it in the end zone. Touchdown, Deltona Panthers. Lewis, the third Panther to touch pay dirt for Deltona. With 54 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2, it is 19-0 in favor of the Deltona Panthers. And there's the carry. And he'll get in there. That's number 88, Connor Walters, for the point after. And Connor Walters puts point number 20 on the board for Deltona with 54 seconds left to go here in the first half. Deltona 20, Suntree Viera with work to do. Again, I'd like to thank everyone. That score was from the Gamerz R Us Red Zone.
More high school action from last night was Viera 33-0 over Satellite. Satellite still looking for that first win. Seminole 34 over Heritage, 34-14. It was Astronaut 28 over Gateway. OCP over Holy Trinity 42-14. And Palm Bay took a beating from Baker County 35-7.
Hope you're enjoying your Saturday morning right here with the Brevard Sports Network. And that pass was incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Suntree Viera. 42 seconds left. And look, you know, it's 6U, and I trust in these coaches. They'll be able to work out kinks and get things going here in the season. But right now, it's just contending with the speed of Deltona. I mean, every Panther is on the hunt for that ball. The moment that ball snapped, every Panther is on the hunt, swarm tackling, and doing exactly as you coach a defense to do. Widmeyer has nowhere to go. He tries to reverse field, trying to go around. Widmeyer, he's got some daylight. He'll be close to a Suntree Viera first down, and they'll give it to him. He picks up the first down. That will be a Natwick Insurance and a Suntree Viera Hawk first down. 27 seconds left to go. The Hawks got to hurry if they want to try to get another couple plays off and get into the end zone here. As the White Hat says, wind that clock. 20 seconds left. This probably will be their final play of the half. That is the biggest play that still counts. Suntree Viera, on their second play of the game, had a big touchdown run, however, brought back by a holding penalty. Can the Hawks put points on the board before halftime? Again, coming up at halftime, if the cheerleaders put on a hello cheer or a cheer performance, we will unplug and allow you all to listen to it. If they have music, unfortunately, we're going to have to mute the music so we don't get copyrighted. There's the handoff, and the Panthers said, you may have gotten some yards on us, but we're not breaking. 10 seconds left to go, and I think that will be the final play of the second quarter. Wait, timeout called by the Hawks. 5 seconds left to go here in the first half. Again, I'd like to give a shout out to everyone watching here. Kendall Rosenberger saying, go Dexter and the 6U Hawks. Gene Milto says, go Hawks. Barbara Rodriguez says she's here for the Panther cheerleaders. Go Girls, Go Live. And we'd like to shout out to Brenda Metcalf, who's watching from Winchester, Kentucky. I'd like to give a shout out to Joshua Duran, who says, "Let's go Panthers." Again, we try to pride ourselves on being an interactive broadcast, so we type something in the chat. We try to read it out and let you all feel like you're a part of the game in your own way as well. All right, here for the Pest Control, Orange Pest Control second quarter, final play. Lots of movement. The referee's going to let it go, and the Panthers said 0 points for you in the first half. We go into halftime with your score. The Deltona Panthers 20, Suntree Viera Hawks 0. Again, if the cheerleaders do their cheers, we will unmute, unplug, and allow you to listen. But if not, we'll see you in 10 minutes right here on the Brevard Sports Network.
I didn't know. Deltona Panthers cheerleaders, 6U. Give them another hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Round of applause.
Barbara Rodriguez, I hope you stayed on and were able to watch Liv perform. All right, we're gonna mute this so we don't get copyrighted and can bring you the rest of this game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Brevard Sports Network. Third quarter action set to kick off here. Well, set to start action. There's no kickoff. Excuse me, 6U. The Panthers will get the ball to start the second half. And it looks like it is going to be number 0, Xavion Strasser, playing the quarterback role. And Strasser is going to take it here around the left side, right side. Strasser, first play of the half. Strasser, touchdown, Deltona. Xavion Strasser puts 6 more on the board, and it's 26-0. Panthers on top. I know Strasser had a couple different relatives tuning in. Mitzi Strasser tuned in from Louisville, Kentucky. And Desiree Marie Strasser tuned in from Fort Bragg, North Carolina. So I hope they got to see. I hope they stayed to see that run. And that pass falls incomplete. And it's 26-0 in favor of the Panthers. Desiree Marie says, "Go Z!" So now, what do the Hawks have planned? Can they get something going? They got one big play of offense, and then we're stifled. Barbara Allen says she sees number 7 out there for the Panthers. That's Kamari O'Brien. Hand off, and the ball's on the ground. And that's going to stop the play. So it's going to bring up second down and a loss of yardage. I didn't see who knocked the ball out, but whoever that is, there's going to be a defensive coach that's going to love him at the next level because he did exactly what you were taught there. Put the hat down, get the hat on the football, and knock that ball out. .6:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Widmeyer hands off and miscommunication, and that Panthers D-line now showing some strength, winning the battle up front. And, I mean, they're knocking the offensive lineman back at least 2 or 3 yards into the quarterback and running back where that's what I said. I'll take the clouds all day long as it don't rain. .5:58 left to go here in quarter number 3. And the injured Hawk walks off under his own power. Hopefully just a minor stinger. Checking into the game is number 31, Aiden Simmons. Coach getting his players in order. Kane Wallace, who's taking over the quarterback duties. Wallace on the snap. Wallace can't even give the ball off. There's so much confusion. And the Panthers in there, I believe number 1 was Xavion Strasser, who just had the touchdown run, says he wants to get his name called again by making a big play on defense. Going to bring up 4th and long, and the Panthers shut that down with 4:35 and counting left to go here in the third quarter. Panthers will make the Hawks turn it over on downs, and we'll get to see this Panther offense yet again. So who scores next for the Panthers? We've had O'Brien, we've had Lantigua, we've had Strasser, and somebody else. Smith. Three of the 4, it just took one offensive play to the house. So we'll see who the Panthers have. Nice shot. All right, here we go. Can't see the number. And there's a pass. That was number 0, Strasser. Trying to get it to trying to get it to 22, Amir Casey. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. That's the first quote-unquote negative play of the day for the Panthers. Actually 2nd, because they did attempt one other pass. That was incomplete. So, but when you're leading 26-0, the negative plays kind of really don't mean anything. Trying to go back for, they're trying to execute that pass play. Don't miss Barbara Allen, you'll be able to go back and rewatch it because we leave these videos up. So anyone who's seen highlights that they want to go grab from the broadcast, we don't charge anything. Feel free to screen grab them. The only thing we ask is if you post them, if you just tag us, that's all we ask. I don't think that's too much to ask. Sends a man in motion. And Strasser around that left side, cuts back the other way. Strasser got 2 men to beat and brought down on a clean angle. Kane Wallace with a touchdown saving tackle. Absolutely, Barbara Allen. Sends Lantigua in motion. And Strasser running behind a block, trying to get to that outside. He's going to do it. Strasser cuts back inside.
Davian Strasser again on the carry. And he takes the ball all the way to about the 7-yard line.
That will be a Netwick Insurance first down for Strasser. And they are inside the Gamerz R Us red zone. I'd like to thank Electric Tide Records for their sponsorship here at the Brevard Sports Network. If you need anything musically produced, mastered, give Electric Tide a call. Information at the bottom of your screen. There's a snap. And he slips past the tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, Deltona. I did not catch the number of the young man who scored. Was that 0? Who? Yeah, I can't see his number either. Panthers will line up for the extra point. But I believe that should start the running clock. And look at that, cuts back outside. Point after will be extra point no good, and it's 32-0 in favor of the Panthers. All right, so 88 was on that touchdown. That was Connor Walters. Connor Walters on the touchdown run for the Panthers. And yes, that invokes the running clock. I believe in Pop Warner it's 28. Is the score needed for the clock to go running? But let's see if the Hawks can get something started here to go into next week with something positive. Oh my goodness. Wow. Number 22. Amir Casey, who's been making plays on defense all day long. That time lowers the shoulder and left his impact on the ball carrier. Here comes the offense, going to be second and about 14. Hawks try to get something going right up the middle. Delivers a stiff arm and picks up a nice pickup there by number 22. Landry Tudor picks up some positive yards. Third and about 6 or 7 for the Hawks. And that will do it, be the final play of the third quarter with your score. 32-0, Deltona on top. Fresh 8 minutes on the clock. As we are waiting for the start of the fourth quarter, fresh 8 on the clock. Coming up next, so here's what will happen, folks. I will end this stream after this game. I'll end the stream, get my device ready, and get ready for the 8U contest. All games will be broadcast right here on the Brevard Sports Network Facebook page. There's a snap. And spins out of a tackle. Brought down there by Xavion Strasser.
It's going to bring a 4th and about 4 yards for the Hawks.
4th and 4 for the Hawks. Fourth down here for the Hawks. There's the handoff. Not able to go anywhere. The first one on the scene was number 1. Cartier Adams. Adams, the first Panther on the scene. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Face mask called on the Panthers, so that will extend this Hawks drive.
Against the Panthers, and that's going to be good enough for a Suntree Viera Hawks. First down.
And that will be enough for a Suntree Viera Hawk and a Natwick Insurance first down. Again, I'd like to thank Natwick Insurance, the Zone 6 Reapers, Electric Tide Records, Orange Pest Control. Shout out to Coach Gavin O'Brien. You're doing great, from Barbara Allen. 6:58 left to go here in the fourth quarter, and the clock is stopped for a timeout. Again, so here's what will happen. After this game ends, we'll show a little bit of the handshake line, and then we'll end this stream and get the device set back up for stream number 2. And that one will be the 8U game. 5 games on the docket today. 6U, 8U, 10U, 12U, and 14U. All on the docket right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Thank you for making us part of your Saturday morning. Happy first real week of college football. I'm a Gators fan, so I'm kind of nervous because I don't know if we're going to be a decent Gators team or a Gators team of the last couple years. And, well, with Miami, you never know. And there's a couple yards gotten by the Hawks. 2nd and 8 for the Hawks. As 6:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's not the third quarter. I didn't update the scoreboard, and I apologize for that. We'll fit. The I formation. The Hawks just haven't been able to put much of anything together. The last 3 first downs they've picked up in this game, and it's all been via the penalty. And just that Panther defense has just been in the right spot all game long. There we go, Barbara. That's right. Listen, win, lose, or draw, it's go Gators all the way. But I'm also an optimistic. I'm also a realistic fan that we also have one of the country's toughest schedules this year. So it's going to be an interesting season, and I do mean interesting. There's another run up the middle, picks up a couple of yards. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Hawks. Had a great night of high school football last night. The write-ups all here on the Brevard Sports Network. There's a carry, trying to get to the outside. Can he do it? That's Cohen. Widmeyer. And that'll be enough for a Natwick Insurance and a Suntree Viera Hawks first down. And Widmeyer has the Hawks in scoring territory right there inside the Gamerz R Us red zone. So, can the Hawks put something on the board and have a positive start into next week? Widmeyer back under center. Widmeyer hands off there, number 22, and he will get stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the what looks to be the 4-yard line. There's a snap, and that Panthers defense won't budge. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. There you go. It's been the 4th quarter. 1:45 left to go in the game. There's a pass incomplete. Fourth and goal. 1:15 left to go in the game. And the Deltona Panthers are going to start their day 1-0 for the programs, as their 6U showed some speed, showed some athleticism, showed some strength along that defensive line. And that's a way to put an exclamation point. Turnover on downs. So the Panthers defense bended, but it did not break, still keeping the 0 on the scoreboard. Okay. So we just had one of the refs explain to the PA announcer. So there's no running clock in 6U, but if it gets to a 36 point lead, the game is they just call the game. That's I just heard the ref explaining that to the PA announcer, because I was wondering, I was like, why is the clock not running? 6U, a 36 point lead ends the game. And there's Strasser continuing to make moves. Strasser gonna put the exclamation point on this one. Tripped into the end zone. Touchdown. But there is a flag on the play. Illegal block in the back on Deltona. Xavier Strasser just about had his third touchdown of the day. 18 seconds left, so possibly time for one more play. But again, the Panthers will start the day off 1-0. Again, after the conclusion of this game, we will end this stream, get the device and scoreboard changed and everything like that, and get you ready for game number 2 here on the Brevard Sports Network. Again, I'd like to thank Electronic Tide Records, Orange Pest Control, Gamerz R Us, and our 2 title sponsors, the Zone 6 Reapers and Natwick Insurance. There's the snap. And this one here to number 8. Number 8 got some room. Got one man to beat. Cuts back inside. Second man to beat. Shakes him off. Shakes him off again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Deltona. Lewis Smith with his second of the day. And that will end the ball game. 38-0. Deltona will take the win. And folks, we're going to go ahead and end the stream. So Smith with 2. Xavier Strasser with 2. And folks, we'll be back with 8U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network.